Hello, come on in. Welcome to Conversation Matters. How can I help you? Oh, absolutely. Do you have your prescription with you? Thank you. All right. A conversation to help with the holiday blues? Yes, I do have a certified conversationalist available. Would you like to leave your coat out here or take it in with you? No, you can keep it on if you'd like. I know, it's starting to get so cold outside. Okay, I've already let him know that you're here. You can take your prescription and go right through that door. He's ready for you.
Oh, hello. Come on in. Come on in. No. Sit down. This is the right place. I know. Isn't the receptionist she is the nicest little lady, isn't she? I have to agree. She is quite nice. She's always looking out for me and my patients. She's always giving me advice. She does. Especially now, right around the holidays. Well, she knows how I get. I get busy and I, ramble on. And I just go on and on with my BS instead of taking care of business like I'm supposed to. Do you have a prescription? Here, let me see it. Okay. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I work a lot around the holidays, and I miss a lot of holidays. I do. Do you? Oh, yeah. Well, you're either working too much around the holidays, and you can't really enjoy them, or you're off, and you don't have enough money to enjoy the holidays. Isn't that the way it always is? Which one is it with you? Yeah. Oh, if you think I'm joking, it's easy to get the blues around the holidays. It really is. What makes me blue? Well, being away from my family bothers me a lot. And I think missing little things like, I guess I'm still almost like a child. I never really grew up on certain things. I know around Thanksgiving I want to see a silly Charlie Brown cartoon. And they start playing the Christmas Story movie with Ralphie in it. I have to be honest, I can't watch that movie enough. I know it's those silly things, but those silly things are what I think keep us going. They chase away the blues. Holidays can be stressful, but they can also be uplifting and great times for people. You get to see some of your family that you don't get to see very often. And in my case, my kids are getting older and they're getting busier and they're making their own lives. And I want them to make their own lives. So I understand they're not coming around and they're busy. They call, they text, and they stop by when they can. As a matter of fact, my son and my daughter, my son married, and I just call her my daughter. She's not my daughter-in-law, she's my daughter. And they came over to see us just tonight, yeah. Just before I came in for work. And I was so happy to see them. And they look good. And, we made plans for the holidays. We're actually getting together around the middle of December, before all the rush and the hustle and bustle, and have a nice family dinner right in the middle of the month. And, to be honest, I think Christmas, get a present. Give everybody a present. All right, everybody got a present. Big deal. We're all adults now. At least in my family. We don't have little kids anymore. Everybody get a little present. And then Christmas should be about good food, good drinks. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. Just some fancy eggnogs or maybe some fancy fruit juices, and some really good food, cookies, I love cookies myself. How about you? I know I'm addicted to Christmas cookies. I can't help myself, and I've been losing weight. And I can't wait to get my hands on some Christmas cookies. It's like if I could lose 10 more pounds between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I could eat X number of cookies. And only gain back 5 pounds. I've created traditions of my own to, that's what you do. When your kids get older or family move away or you move away and you can't do all the things you used to do during the holidays, what I found that works for me is I create new traditions. One of them is there's this little tiny bakery not far from my house, about a half hour away. And it's a mom and pop type place, and it's a family business, and the daughter works there, and the people are number one. I mean, these people are the nicest folks you've ever met. And I go there and I spend like a ridiculous amount of money on cakes and cookies and pies and everything. It's the Checkerboard Cheesecake in Alliance, Ohio. Have you ever heard of it? No? It's a really nice place, and they have a little website and everything, and they do cupcake and cake decorating classes and all that stuff. And you know what? I think that's a gimmick. I think they get all those women in there, and they have them decorate some fancy cupcakes and all these different ends and tips and all this stuff. And then the women go, "Oh my God, this is a lot of work. I'm not doing this." And then they give them their business. I went in for a cake decorating class. There ain't no way I'm sitting there putting petals on cupcakes all day and night for that wedding. I'll just pay them to do it. I swear that's what they're up to. And like I said, they're wonderful people. They've the daughter got married. She married this wonderful man. And every year I go in there, they remember me, and we talk and we make stupid jokes. And like I said, I want 2 of those and 3 of those and 5 of those and 6 of those. I don't want, how many gingerbread you got? My daughter loves gingerbread. And I just cut it to the chase right after Thanksgiving, which I'll have to do it again this year. I said, just give me 4 dozen gingerbread, so I don't have to put up with her complaining all month. I know it's silly, but, my daughter's getting older. She's 17 now. A couple of years she'll be going to college. She's already got a, serious boyfriend, and she's going to be dating guys and all that stuff. And, she's going to fall in love and go to their house. And, my boys are the same way. They're grown up. You want them to grow up. I want them to move on and build a family, and they come back. They do. It's okay, And it makes those special times when they are around even more special. And that's something you have to think about, You can't live in the past, and you can't keep the past going. Things have to change. Things have to grow. If they don't, it stunts the growth of the plant or the fish or the child, and it doesn't develop. It doesn't turn into the beautiful flower, the beautiful blossom that it could be. And it's all just part of the process of life. I know I try to do other things to cheer myself up during the holidays. I do silly things like I'll find somebody to donate a little money to, and maybe I'll do something silly like put together a cookie tray for the guys at work, or send some cookies or flowers to my wife's work. that's something that really cheers me up. You know, it is a season of giving, but it's what you do with it, you know? You put a little effort into it, and you make people feel special. I always try to, you know, do a good turn all year round, but on the holidays, you unfortunately see a lot of angry folk out there. I think you might agree with me. They're dragging some 5-year-old kid through Walmart, or, you know, a daughter just won't leave the mall, you know, or maybe they don't have anybody to go home to, and you can see the frustration in their actions and their attitude. I think it's important just to, you know, let things go, you know? Let people be, but give them a kind word, kind gesture. Let them go about their business. You know, it doesn't cost anything to be kind. It doesn't cost you a dime. But it pays big dividends, because maybe you got that person thinking, you know, I expected that person to be kind of ignorant to me back, but they were actually kind. There's nothing wrong with being kind. And it goes a long way to help. And sometimes you can steer somebody away from a bad thing that you didn't even know they were, you know, dealing with. But I go, I'm getting all over the place. I know. Isn't she sweet? That's the second time you brought up my receptionist. I think you might be sweet on her. You know, she is a married lady. But I think she's a good dancer. I've heard she can dance. No, not like disco or anything, but like when she goes to a wedding, all the guys want to dance with her because she's so kind and laughs. She's got this giggle. Oh my goodness. If I could capture that giggle on tape, I'd probably be a very rich man. But I haven't yet, and I've tried. I've really tried. I just can't get a clear recording of it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I'm kind of hoping that, you know, in the course of adventures here in this conversation, she might peek in and hear what we're talking about, and that we will make her blush when she finds out we're talking about her and how wonderful she is. A lot of people ask me about the receptionist, and I never tell a soul a single thing about her. You know why? Because some secrets are so good, they're worth keeping. And I have the best receptionist in the world, and I want to keep it that way. I don't want anybody poaching my receptionist. I pay her too much already. Why, just last year, this business paid out 32 cents. I'm not joking. With that kind of money floating around, you know, she's going to stick around for a long time for that kind of cashola, you know. Well, I know I'm being silly, but she is a sweet person, and she deserves to be talked about once in a while. And since we are on the subject of chasing away the blues during the holidays, there's nothing better to chase away the blues at the workplace than for your boss to tell you how wonderful you are and how you deserve every bit of that 32-cent bonus this year. Well, yeah, we're getting rich. And it's really funny because she's really got a big heart. And being kind to those around you that help you, and noticing and recognizing how much work they do and how hard they work to make you happy, to make things happen for you. You've got to recognize that, and you've got to pay it back. You've got to appreciate the people in your life that love you and care about you. You can't let them feel maybe not unwanted, but maybe underappreciated. You've got to make them know that they are appreciated. And when it comes to the receptionist, I can't say anything less than that about her. She is a kind, kind soul. She puts up with me, and that's saying a lot. And that keeps me from being blue. Well, we have a family get-together every year, and we all bring our families here from work, and we do like a little bit of ballroom dancing, and then it gets crazy for the kids, and the kids go out there and do all the, the disco and all the cool kid moves, all the hip stuff. I'm getting too old for that. I always dress up like a gangster, and I keep like envelopes with $5, $10 bills in my pocket, and I hand them out to all the kids, and one kid's mad because they got a 5, one kid's happy because they got a 10, so it's pretty funny. And then I find one of the moms that's real cute, and I walk over and like hand them an envelope, like, hey, there ain't $10 in this envelope, baby, if you get my drift, and then I get a lawsuit, and that makes me blue. Yeah, that kind of makes me blue for the holidays. So I quit doing that. I found out that joke doesn't work real well. I don't know why. Yeah, times, it's a different environment now, People just, some of the old jokes don't fly over very well. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I was going to do another joke, but I was just going to leave it right there. Leave it on the table. Just let it die. Like, let it die. But I always try to sneak a little dance real quick. And my wife doesn't mind. She's all right with it because she knows that I appreciate my receptionist. And I try to sneak a little dance with her and just let her know how special she is. And I'm a complete gentleman. My hands are where they're supposed to be. And the whole exercise of the dance is to make her turn red and laugh. That's the whole exercise of the dance. It really is. And I will tell you, I have succeeded every time. And that chases away the blues, seeing a wonderful, kind lady laugh at my silly, stupid jokes. It really warms my heart. They do say laughter is the best medicine. I say laughter cures everything. I don't care if I'm dying, just help me have a good laugh. If I'm going to go out with a smile. And there's nothing wrong with that. Well, you're the one that keeps bringing her up. And since it is the holidays and we're talking about family and friends, why shouldn't we discuss those that we care about and are closest to us? I work very hard with my receptionist. We've kept this Conversation Matters going for a long time. And it's all about helping you. It's about bringing conversations that matter to you to help you. And if cheering you up during the holidays is what I need to do, then we're going to do it. And we're going to tell silly stories. And we're going to eat candy and popcorn. And you know how they have those flavored popcorns with the caramel and the butter and the, what's the other flavor? Cheese popcorn. You have 3 flavors divided by a piece of cardboard. And they're in those big tins. And everybody loves that stuff. And I think they probably make that stuff and I'm not being, ignorant, but they probably make that stuff in a factory and last year and ship it over, and everybody just, it's all hermetically sealed so it won't, rot. And we just gobble that stuff up, and it's probably 2 years old. You get the kernels down in your teeth and everything, and, you get them caught in your throat. And we just all gobble that stuff up. And it's really cool. And you ever notice we have, at Christmas or holidays, at least in my house, we would get all the mixed nuts. You'd have your pecans, your pistachios, and walnuts, and, all that stuff. And, all these wonderful, delicious, salty nuts everywhere. And then at Christmas, they're gone, and then you don't have them all year. And and it's such a great, fun snack. It's probably pretty healthy for you to eat, nuts and legumes and everything. But we only do it at Christmas time, I don't know. It's just a weird tradition. I'm not saying I don't have. I do. I buy mixed nuts, during the year, but not at the level of nuttiness that I have during the holidays. And you go, oh, I gotta buy some nuts. Plus, they're on sale. That's another thing. I think the nuts are getting old around the holidays, so they mark them down and shove them out, and we all buy them up and eat them. I think. I don't know. Well, it seems like they're cheaper at the holidays, or maybe we have more money to spend. I don't know which, but I buy a lot of nuts during the holidays. I really do. You too? Maybe there's something to that. I don't know. We'll have to look into that, Maybe there's some truth to it. Well, maybe they go bad after, like around January. Well, the trees are just going to, they've been out. They harvested them in the summer, picked them and all that, and, process them, get them to you. Maybe by December they're getting old. I don't know. I'm just saying. And I love pistachios. I really do. And I love pistachios, but they don't love me. I get this horrible pain in my stomach when I eat pistachios. And I've eaten 3 pistachios and gotten that pain in my side. But I've eaten like 20 pistachios and nothing happens. But it's really weird. But it's definitely caused by them, because I couldn't figure out where I was getting this raging pain from. And so when that happens, I experiment, and I figured out it was the pistachios. Mm-hmm. I had to keep eating until I figured it out. Yeah, you can't tell. You can't tell by looking at me that I loved experimenting. No, it's cool. It's cool. Well, thank you too for coming today. Yes, I know I've got to. Yeah. You've got to run. Going to your folks for Thanksgiving. They say they're expecting a record level of travel in airports this Thanksgiving, and I'm actually flying home the day before Thanksgiving. I'm not flying out. I'm flying back home. Yeah, we're going to England this week, and we're going to be in Stonehenge on the 23rd. Stonehenge down south of London, and then we're going to be in London, in the city, or Trafalgar Square on the 24th, Sunday, and then we're going to take a real quick flight over to Germany, and we're going to meet a friend there and spend the day in Germany and visit some different parts of the city, and then we're going to fly back, spend one more day in England, and then fly back the day before Thanksgiving, which is going to be, I don't know what we're going to do that day. It's going to be pretty wild. Getting home on the day before Thanksgiving was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. But I had to do it. I had to do it. This is our Christmas. We decided this is our Christmas. We're going to fly over. A friend of mine's getting married. His name is Stefan, and his lovely bride is Hannah. They're getting married in Windsor, in the United Kingdom. That's right near where Queen Elizabeth's castle is. Where... I don't know, Prince Harry and that Meghan Markle girl? Princess Meghan Markle, I guess. I don't know what her name is, but what her title is. They got married right there. We're getting married right there at the same place. Not the castle, but the... I don't know royalty, but they're royalty to me. They really are. He is a prince among men, my friend Stefan. And he's got the most wonderful bride to be. I just talked to her today, and she is just overjoyed to meet us, and that we're coming to the United Kingdom to see them. Well, Stefan spent a couple days with us, my family. Well, we've known him for years. He's like a son to me. But he spent a couple days on vacation with us in Florida. We had a wonderful time with him. And my wife loves this guy. Well, see, my wife was always good with the boys. She loved the boys. And we always brought home nice guys, and they were always good kids. And my wife was never like, the boys are no good, She was always a real mom to them, and she really liked Stefan. And she was like, we got to take him to the parade, and we got to take him here, we got to go ride the ride, and we got to go to the tiki room. So we went into this tiki room. Oh my God, have you ever been to I think they got rid of it. The Tiki Room at Disney World? You got to go see this place. I'll tell you what, every racist stereotype of every culture in Europe, South America, was represented in toucans and parrots. It was created in the 60s. I don't know. It was just not for me. My mouth was on the floor. I was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. Si, senor. It was really bad. You'd have to see it to kind of understand what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. It was so terrible. I bought the Tiki Room anniversary shirt for Stefan and I mailed it to him, like as a present. Oh, I wish I would have seen his face when he opened up that package. We just had to go to his wedding, and we're going to go over there, and the wedding's the first day we're there, so we're flying over, and we get there in not just enough time. We got all morning into the afternoon, so we'll get there in time and slap on our suits and dresses, whatever dress I'm wearing or suit. And we're going to go to the wedding, and that's just going to be like the thrill of a lifetime. I've always wanted to go to a fancy English wedding. 4 weddings and a funeral. You throw 4 weddings and a funeral in, and the holiday blues are gone. Some people, you throw Wizard of Oz in the DVD player. Some people, Mad Mad World. Remember Mad Mad World, the comedy? You slap that DVD into the player, and your blues are gone. For me, it's always been 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Christmas Story. Those movies just crack me up. Love a good romantic rom-com. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what? You're right. We are running over on time. Well, I better let you go then. Well, it was so nice meeting you today. Well, no. When you leave, you can talk to the receptionist. I don't mind. It's quite all right. Well, hey, you're not the first guy to try to ask me about her, and you probably won't be the last, but I'll never tell. She's my receptionist. Hey, I'm allowed to be a little bit selfish. After all, I work pretty hard to keep this thing going. No problem. Well, you have a good Thanksgiving, and if you think that was fun, we're going to have a great conversation about Christmas next week. I can't wait to tell you all the fun things I did on my vacation. So stay tuned. All right, till I see you again, please have a most blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us for ASMR TirarADeguello. Remember to stay tuned for the next episode, coming soon. When you have a moment, please take the time to rate and review this podcast. If you are interested in additional ASMR content, you may view our library of videos at youtube.com/TirarADeguello. The theme song, Atlantis, is by Jason Shaw of Audionautics.com and is used by permission. Correspondence, including questions or requests, may be sent to TirarADeguello@gmail.com. On behalf of Dr. Andrew Michaels, thank you.